Welcome to the Mario era, chapter 161.
161 de Mario. It's me. It's Mario. It's a spring. There's a spring in our step, boys. We got a new defense. We got defensive coordinator. We got defensive coaches. We got people committing. Greentree's popping, y'all. How y'all doing?
I'm good. More importantly, thank you, Dr. Heatherman. Let's get back to the conversation we were just having. So,
you got to set the stage.
I'll set the stage. I'm going to set the stage. I send a photo of just a random dude to the group chat, and only one of them responds. There's 4 of us in the chat. One responds, and I'm like, I mean, the other guys are just a couple assholes. Apparently, they don't want to play the game. So Rose says no idea. So I said, well, let's see if the other 2 have any opinion. A day later, still no response from anyone. I'm like, okay, fine. So I'm going to tell you who it is. So then, crickets. So then I send an updated picture of who it is from 20 plus years ago. And it ended up being Wes Borland from Limp Bizkit, right? So this podcast that he's on, I'm like 15 minutes. And so he's telling like the whole story from the beginning until I haven't gotten to where they pretty much burn Woodstock down. I can't wait for that. But the whole story in the beginning of them in Jacksonville and how Wes Borland essentially said, yeah, he's the best frontman I've ever seen, but I don't want anything to do with you guys kind of thing. And then, they had issues for years, the 2 of them, and now they're best of friends and they're back on tour and the whole thing. So I can't wait to watch the rest of the podcast because it's pretty awesome. Like he was an art major or something. He was that's like all the costumes he wears. He designs all of them.
What pod was
it's pretty neat. It's called hold on, I'll tell you. Problem is I don't have my glasses on. Hold on. It's called Disrespectfully.
Disrespectfully.
That's kind of it's two girls.
Okay.
Smoking hot.
Yeah.
And Wes Borland there. He's 50 now. Looks like your 50-year-old accountant.
I swear you just took the thunder right out of my mouth because I was like, he looked like he worked at H&R Block. That was the picture that you did.
100%.
And the name of this particular segment doesn't need to be the name of the show. Is Those Crickets Are Assholes.
There you go. Yeah, I don't appreciate the lack of participation. I got to be honest with you.
We didn't grow up in a participation trophy generation, Scoopy.
Right.
That was the next one. We were Generation X key kids, latchkey kids.
I know.
So, yeah.
I expect.
We don't need
I
to
expect more
participate.
from you. I expect more from you guys.
Scoop needs appreciation and responses. Mental note.
It was
All
a good
right.
game. It was a good game.
Yeah.
And you guys effed it up.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I'm about to kick you out of the chat.
What will Jennifer and I do? We don't reply as it is.
It's true. It's a true story.
Speaking
You
of
didn't even reply today. What time's the show? 8:00? Yeah, that's good. No response from any of you.
Yeah, well, I mean, you just
At least we made it. We're here.
Yeah.
We all showed up.
And who was here late?
I was a minute late.
Okay.
I was a minute late. I got some very unfortunate news 15 minutes ago.
I'm sorry about that.
So it was we had. I'm late. I'm late by a minute. My apologies. Look, I'm here.
Speaking of pods, I wanted to plug another pod last week and forgot, so let me just do it now since you mentioned yours. Jazz Santana and Vish have started a Canes baseball pod called Canes on Deck, so you can check that out.
Very nice.
Just talking Canes baseball. So if you're into that,
do they talk about the midweek games against FAU?
They talk about all
it
of
was against FIU and it was at Marlins Park and Daniel
I know
Couvet
that one, but the week before, I know, but the
and
week
it's us
before
and
we
FIU.
lost to FIU, again.
FAU.
Yeah.
But we beat
lost-
FIU.
We lost
It's like
2 or
the
3
sun
to
rising.
Florida. So
Yeah, that's also like the sun setting. Those two things.
They have a tough schedule coming up, man. UConn and FSU, so we'll see how those go.
You're pumping up your boys, huh?
UConn's got a baseball team.
UConn's got a very good baseball team, my friend.
Like they actually have like an actual baseball team.
like super regionals pretty much every year. Yeah,
Really? Do they have a stadium?
of course they have.
They have a park they play in.
I was going to say, what's their mascot?
Where do they go?
They have a field on campus, but if they have a really big game, I believe they have played some games at the park in downtown Hartford, which is Dunkin' Donuts Stadium. It's a AAA park for somebody. Beautiful fucking ballpark. But
Hold on, if it's over like 2,500 people, they're gonna move off
Please tell me
campus?
the minor league team. We got to look up the minor league team name.
Yeah.
No, but we got to look
The
up their name.
Hartford,
It
Yeah, I
needs to
think
be the
it's
Whalers.
the
the
Whalers.
Hartford Whalerettes,
No, the Yard Goats.
the Hartford Yard Goats.
The Hartford Yard Goats.
The Yard
No,
Goats.
it's not. You made that up.
It is
So
the
good, though.
Hartford Yard Goats.
Yard
I
Goats,
just
yeah.
It
I think
is?
it's the
It
Minnesota
is the
Twins.
Hartford Yard Goats
Oh, at least it's not the Hartford
He was
Throat
for
Goats.
real?
with a brilliant logo of just a goat
Yeah.
chewing on a baseball.
Bro,
bat.
they sell out every game. The stadium is
Bro,
gorgeous. Like
so
it's
they are
insane.
playing off the Throat Goat?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh, wait, this is not good.
This
This
is
is not
really
good.
bad.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no, the computer's
Jesus.
frozen.
Oh no!
This is
Denner's
not-
like
this is not
banging
good.
all the buttons.
Really not
Oh,
good.
this is really not
You
good.
can't continue.
Oh
if you don't
no,
have
this
that.
is
There we
not
go.
good.
There it goes.
There
It
we
finally
go.
caught
We would
up.
have had to
Yeah.
restart the whole show.
Yeah.
This is really not good.
Thanks, David Spade.
Yeah.
So what about the Greentree?
I think we should head on down to Greentree.
Line 72. Line 800.
Go! Product.
She's so random. She's
That's-
so
it
she's
just came
so
out of my
random,
nose.
dude.
I got row on a spit take.
It's out of nowhere.
I got row on a spit take.
Oh, it hurts.
Actually,
I'll
Jenner-
cherish that
You
forever.
never know where she's gonna pop up.
Jenner's
Ah,
back
it
in the
hurts.
day. Back in the day, when we were using Audio Vault, we could set up a button to have multiple cuts on it, and you wouldn't know which one was going to play. That'd be just
Just randomly fire something
Yeah,
off.
randomly
I don't know what
figure
it
the
is.
play
For sure.
out.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh my
right.
goodness.
Do you guys want to start with spring ball or the big ACC news that busted down today?
Let's talk the ACC first.
Who cares about that?
I do.
So yeah, I find this kind of interesting. So the lawsuit that FSU and Clemson filed against the ACC has now been settled. The reason it was settled is the ACC has come up with a new payout system that will reward you for being really good and getting awesome numbers on TV. So a system that automatically with built-in crowds is going to benefit FSU, Clemson, Miami, North Carolina are kind of the big four. So could add an additional 15 million to your coffers. Now, I'll tell you what, FSU, I mean, this could hurt you guys. You've been under 500 5 of the last 7 years.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We're all giggling. Scoop's got the overlay sunglasses on now.
They're awesome.
Oh, now Roe added his. Oh, Jesus.
Hey, there we
who,
go.
who do you guys see as the winners and losers from this whole deal?
Miami. I think it was the University of Miami.
As a winner or loser.
No, they were the winner. They were the
Okay.
winner through all of this because thank you, Clemson. Thank you, Florida State. You quintessentially put the target on your back. It's like you were the guys we sent out to get shot by the arrows. You took venomous venom from the whole country on how you approach the ACC just to get, and I didn't know this was the long game. I didn't even know this was the play. But the play was that you were going to get a revenue bump based off like your TV watch, right? Your TV revenue watch bump. That's amazing because I know that the University of Miami Hurricanes, they were the box office boys last year. So I know they took the 5-year average, but thank you to those guys. The University of Miami didn't have to play the role of the bad guy, and they're getting a substantial raise coming up this next season. So kudos to the University of Miami Hurricanes. That's who I think are the real winners.
Look, they kept their mouths shut. Right? They didn't say a word. Didn't piss anybody off. And ultimately, sorry, I have an opinion, but I can't even speak with these things.
It's
on my
really gonna be hard to
face.
cut
It's
clips
really-
into this week's show. People are gonna look at it social and be like, "What the hell is going on?"
Well, it's okay.
How do you
though.
even do that?
Video effects.
No, let's not teach him. No. Don't give
Go
him
down
a
to
toy
video
to play with.
settings.
No, all right,
Video
no,
settings?
no, this
Yeah.
is not
Hold on,
good.
I gotta go
This
back.
is
Oh,
really
Zach
bad.
Hold on, I gotta go back to.
really bad.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh
Hold on.
no!
Oh, hey, pizza pie! Zoom. Zoom
Roman's
bait.
gone entirely now.
I think he had to bail.
Oh, he had a call, I think.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
there
he
we
had a
go.
call.
Yeah.
So
What is that?
I don't know. I'm just.
Ooh,
I,
what are
I'm,
you
I
do-
have a
Whoa,
little,
hey.
I have a little clover growing out of my.
You're like a fairy.
Well,
Well,
now I'm an angel. Here we go.
Now
there we
you're-
go.
now there
We're
we
going
go.
with this. We're
Oh,
going with
yes.
this.
There we go. We're gonna go with the
Okay.
angel.
Mm.
Hold on. Hold on.
Oh,
now,
you see,
now
this
see.
is-
Hold
this
on.
is- This
What
is
happened?
madness. This is
This
madness.
is what happens. So keep your angel on, please.
I am. Yeah, y'all gonna go devil?
I am, if I can find it.
Oh goodness.
Should be the,
The angel
default
and
for you.
devil debate. I like it.
But I don't know where it is.
see
You
a
have. I
devil.
don't even know where's the halo. Where do you even find the halo to
Halo's
find the
on
devil?
on like the.
This is riveting podcasting, by the way.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah,
Everyone
yeah,
sorts through their Zoom video
Mhm.
effects.
All right.
That's kind of fun. I don't even see. I don't even see the halo.
I'll tell you what. I think Miami and UNC are the two biggest winners. Everyone's saying that Clemson and FSU are because they settled this suit. I think what no one has brought up when I'm reading those articles is, yeah, FSU and Clemson end up getting the settlement. They end up reworking everything, but in the process, other conferences literally came out and talked about how bad of a partner FSU are. So like their reputation by their peers went down a couple of notches. So yeah, they got the more money, but Miami did also and still has a beautiful reputation. We're still the hot bitch at the ball.
Oh, the hot bitch at the ball.
Yeah, we don't have all the baggage behind us like FSU has now.
Okay. I'm with
So
you
I
there.
would say,
Look,
yeah,
I think
I
think you guys are right. I think Rose spot on. Miami's a huge winner, and certainly the guys at the top that are running the show here understood that being quiet was probably the best route. Quite similar, possibly, to the Michigan State thing and that whole hoopla and the fact that they're quiet about it. You know, you just gotta at times understand that your position is a great position, and there's no reason to really speak about it. And you're right about that, Toast. FSU has soiled their reputation to an extent, and their ability to be quality partners, and I wouldn't say conforming partners because I think that's a little bit controlling, if you will, but conforming to the rest of whatever conference they're in, whether it's the ACC now. Obviously, we know that ESPN picked up the rights for an additional, I think it's 2036 or something, right? So like in another 10 years, if you
But
will.
basically, you've got like 5 years before you can actually like get out for like under $100 million, which is feasible now for basically everybody.
Sure, if you're saving.
Yes.
So who's going to be fiscally responsible? And FSU has shown a track record of being incredibly fiscally unresponsible.
I mean,
right?
I would love to see what the numbers would be like if this season repeated itself with this new deal. What would be the earnings differential from where finished and where FSU finished at the bottom? Like FSU would have gotten like 15 million less than they did. Like you have to perform well, Florida State. You've had losing seasons 5 of the last 7. So
yeah,
you gotta be in first, second, and third place for this to make a difference.
And can they? I don't know. I mean, is this money able to be used for NIL stuff? Right. I mean, as this constantly changes and you get more into the will there be unions? Will there be situations where they are technically employees, and how is that being paid out? Is it being paid out from through scholarships or grants or bonds or whatever that may be? That plays into it too, right? Can this money be used for that? And then ultimately, I think you're on an even playing field, right? Because the Big Ten and certainly the SEC, we know what those TV rights are and how much money those guys are making over there. I saw something about Texas A&M recently, just locked up another, $100 million out of some oil guy's ass, and so they're locked in for what's his name, Elko. I'm sure he can recruit pretty well with an extra couple dollars. So I do think it's good. I don't think the ACC is going anywhere. Honestly, I think that creates a more sturdy base, if you will, a stronger stance for the fact that the ACC is here for at least the next 5 years. I could be wrong, but I think that's certainly showing to be the case. And you have programs within the conference that can certainly play. FSU used to be one of them. We'll see if they can get back to what they used to be in short time. At SMU came in and played very well. Louisville's always a proper, and then you got Belichick up at North Carolina, who eventually or supposedly had the Hard Knocks locked up and then not locked up. That's not happening, which I thought would be very interesting. Like how can you have a Hard Knocks on a college campus? but
it's minor leagues now. You can do anything you want.
that's true.
Basically, I will say that the 5-year timetable kind of also fits in with Big Ten and SEC. If you believe the rumors that they're not looking to expand for another 3 to 5 years, and so it kind of works into that window opening as well. So,
I'd love for it to settle down,
expand again.
Yeah, I'd love for it to settle down
for a few years. Yeah, it'd be nice.
Right? Like,
and then just as we're getting used to it, it'll change.
Fine, but let's be a little bit locked in, right? Let's have a little bit of a solidarity here, right? Everyone just be where they are. They're going to mess with the playoffs and the qualifications and all. I think they're going to change that every year. I do. I think they're going to tweak it and tweak it and tweak it until they get something that's close to being what they want.
Well, they want it to be all Big Ten and SEC.
Mm-hmm.
They would ideally like to have like 6, and then like 2 other teams.
Yeah. I don't know how they can do that.
Apparently,
I know they want to,
but
I'm not sure how that's possible.
Listen,
I mean, look, the guy that runs the thing is a Michigan guy. I mean,
but they're the pimp. They're the pimp. They own they own all the hookers, and so they can set this up any way they want to. This is all about what generates the most cash. So
interesting way to look at it.
It's pretty much what everything is nowadays. Before we get into getting down to Greentree and spring practice scoop, at what age do you think you are a boomer? Is it 50 plus, or is boomer like 70 plus, 60?
No,
like grandfather.
65, 70.
I would think so. I would hope so. Okay. Oof, I felt like one today, man, because I was reading up on spring ball, and dude, Wes Borland is a senior. 4 years, like, are you kidding me?
I don't appreciate you bringing that up. I got to be honest with you. I remember it like it was not yesterday, but maybe a couple months ago, where he threw down the U at FSU visit.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what?
Yeah, this is it.
By the way, if you were born between 1946 and 1964, you're a boomer.
Damn, dude, it's starting to get close to me. I'm starting to get within like 10 years of that number.
Yeah, but you'll never be a boomer though.
Yeah, that doesn't change
because you weren't ever born.
You were born between those years.
Correct.
You'll always be Gen X.
But I have a feeling that younger folks are always going to refer to us as boomers. Anyone that's older. I think that's going to be a generic term.
That'll become like a slang term for old
people.
You
think so?
I believe it will. So we will be
like,
boomers.
for instance, if you join your podcast wearing fake sunglasses. Yeah, boomer.
Yes, boomer.
You're
absolutely
a boomer?
Yes.
Yeah, it's boomer.
Take it off. I forgot how.
I don't know how to take them off.
I forgot how to take them off. Well, at least you're back. It's nice to see you again.
None.
Yeah. None. Yeah, I'm still not there though.
You have this forever now. You're like that video of the lawyer who joined the call that time with the cat filter on and couldn't turn the cat filter off. Yeah, you're that guy.
Yeah.
Imagine you call 911 and this guy with those glasses shows up looking
Hey.
Ah, there it is. There it is. It was in the wrong section. Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Howdy, boys.
Howdy,
How you guys doing?
Well, we were just talking about the fact that we're old because Wes is
doing?
now a senior.
I know
Bissant.
Wesley Bissant. Yeah, exactly.
It's a senior, 4th year.
4 years, bro. Like gone.
Yeah, I mean, Xavier Restrepo was here, 5 years? And I remember when we had him on the podcast, we were talking to him and I was asking him about routes, and he had just transferred from St. Thomas to Deerfield.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Time flies. I
do. It's wild
Boomer.
stuff, man. Boomer. When you look at your kids, and you're like, man, these kids are getting old, right? And we've all it's 14 down to 9 now. They're all in that range, and I'm like, I'm not. I don't think I'm 14 years older. Like I don't perceive myself as being 14 years older than when Kenzie came around.
The hair in that goatee would suggest otherwise.
It's been that way for 20. Goatee's been gray for as long as I can remember.
It has been gray for a long time. Yes.
Oh, I thought that was the virtual effects, like that he put on, just like the sunglasses.
You see the difference now. Now, if that,
did you get a haircut?
I did not.
Oh, all right. It is still. Yeah.
No, because we did our lunch, dude. I was like, wow, this
part going on.
I got all kinds of hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at it.
I got all kinds of hair. Yeah.
Oh,
all right.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
So
Letting it
some
grow.
other big news too, huh? JJ, he's retiring.
Yeah, man, huh? Jimmy Johnson.
That was a nice run.
Amazing run, dude. What a life he's lived.
Well, he's been living it too because he's down at the Keys at the Big Chill and just literally goes fishing. I mean, who's got it better than that guy? He's my spirit animal.
Now hold on a second. When I saw it and I was like, yeah, I get it, man. He's been at it a long time. He wants to chill, whatever. And then I saw a different headline that said Jimmy Johnson, 81, is retired. And I thought to myself, holy shnikey.
Yeah.
He's
81
81.
Dude, he was been an analyst, the studio guy for 31 years.
He retired from coaching when he was 50.
Yeah.
What?
Right?
He's 81.
Yeah.
One of the few guys who has
Insane.
ever won at the NFL level and the collegiate level. He's a goat. He's not a throat goat. We passed that bridge before I left.
Jesus.
Okay.
But he's a goat.
All right, we need to drop using this term just loosely in the show.
Chronic dick.
Chronic dick.
I'm so happy I'm not spitting up water this time around. No, he's the best. I mean, is there a Miami Hurricane fan who doesn't love Jimmy Johnson? We all love Jimmy Johnson. For what he did for our program. I mean, it's just the sound bites over and over and over. 3 Super Bowl rings with the Dallas Cowboys. Left the University of Miami Hurricanes in a better place after he left. Followed a goat in himself, in Howard, the pipe goat. So there you go.
Jenner's double check, but I'm thinking that he wasn't a coach for 31 years between Oklahoma State, Miami, and the Cowboys. I don't think he was a head coach for 30 years.
No.
How could he? If he retired at 51, so did he start at like 20?
Like in his, right?
No.
Just
no,
like
he wasn't a head coach that long, for certainly not.
I know he was a player.
Was he a broadcaster or is he a head coach? What's first on his obituary?
Oh, it's obviously head coach.
Coach.
Okay.
Obviously. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer.
Right. He's an Emmy-winning 31
broadcaster,
sports person as well.
Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
That's there too. I would say Hall of Fame is first, and then it's going to say coach. Hall of Fame
he
coach.
the best? Okay.
Now hold on. Are you talking head coach or coach in general? Because he was an assistant at Louisiana Tech in 1965.
So he was in coaching for then.
He was in coaching years. From 65 to 99. That's 34 years.
34 years.
All right.
But as a head coach, not until
like
Oklahoma State,
maybe?
which was 79, so 79 to 99, 20 years.
All right,
20 years.
As a head coach.
20 years. Okay, so
I'm doing Whiskey Wednesday here. Ro, did you order the Fabry cherries yet?
I have a version of them. Yes,
okay.
I have the good cherries. I don't have the cheap ones. I mean, they're about $17.
Is it a heavy syrup?
Yes.
You want the heavy syrup so that it kind of sinks and it doesn't blend with the whiskey. That way, that last sip is like
it's like a Jolly Rancher.
Exactly.
No, I know. I know where you're going. Unfortunately, I can't Whiskey Wednesday today.
I know you can't. Yeah.
That would cost me over $1 million if I did that. So.
Oh. All right. So we got Scoop. What are you looking at?
nothing. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I thought you were looking something up.
No.
All right, so spring practice going on. What we have learned is that while Carson Beck is not throwing because of the Tommy John surgery on the elbow, he is absolutely stepping right into the leadership, being called an alpha male. Had all the guys over to watch the Super Bowl at his house. He's been in the huddle with the guys. I would say I laughed when there was an article that mentioned the size of the three quarterbacks going between Emery, Judd, and Luke Nickel, and Luke looks like he's in Pee Wee.
Yeah,
I forgot that Judd's 6'7", bro. Dude, that dude's a statue. And then Emery is 6'5", and Luke is 6'2". He looks like a kid out there.
Nickel is like a Sam Howell kind of clone to me. He's got that kind of body type. So I get it. I get it because he's a little bit more his stature, right? He's a little bit more stockier too. I think it gives that perception too. Because he's at that weird flux. Because when you look at Shaquille O'Neal on TV, right? You will never get an actual reality of how big that man is until you walk by him in person. It actually shrinks him. So that's why when you look at some of the other quarterbacks at 6'7", they don't look as small. But when you're like at 6'1", it's supposed to like, or under 5 foot, it makes you look bigger, right? Because you're on TV. But there's that magic little like flux where it just kind of like distorts you either on the small side or the big side. For our boy Nickel, he's on the small side. He's on the small side.
I have not seen any. I've tried to catch up a little bit. I haven't seen any information as far as quarterback stuff, other than the talk about,
Carson Beck.
Yeah, that guy. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I heard that all I saw was Emory has dropped a couple of dimes. But I mean, it's just been the first couple of days, so we'll see. I'm excited to see how Mr. Nickel looks and how he progresses over the next few weeks.
It'll be fine. I did see a couple things. The fact that they say that JoJo seems to always be open, and I mean, look, I think Cam mentioned him at the combine, as far as who's the next guy, and he immediately said, "Yeah, he's the guy. I would actually like to play with him in the league. He's that good."
According to Manny Navarro, he claims JoJo has taken a leadership role in the wide receiver room, and he hasn't even seen the field yet because he's just a sophomore. So
yeah,
listen, I know a lot of folks, Scoop, and maybe you as well, are like, I don't know about the wide receiver room. We might need some more help, but I'll be honest, man. I just think there's so much talent with these kids. I kind of want to let CJ and them just kind of go.
You're not wrong with that. I think that that's certainly an option, but we're also not in there. We don't know how they're communicating, and JoJo may be leading, but are the others a part of it? Are they following? Are they interacting? Are they communicating properly? Are they engaged? We don't know, right? So you hear about JoJo. I know that you lost the 4 top receivers on the team. 4, not 1, not 2, not 4. The top 4 receivers from this number 1 offense in the country last year are no longer on campus. So, look, these guys are recruited because they're really good. Like, these wide receivers are supposed to be very good. They have no game experience at this level.
There's none.
CJ Daniels is the only one who has any game experience at this level.
Yeah.
So I get it. And you could be great, and they look great in shorts. They do. I mean, Moore looks fantastic. Look, Tony is everyone says he is super, super special, right? So we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
All right, we'll see. There you go.
It's the question. But you know what? We've been right. But let's. I hope and I pray. Okay. Because bookmark this and go back a year ago. What were we talking about? We were talking about the DB room. We were. I remember vividly. I was like, okay, we got some, we lost 2 safeties. Obviously James Williams converted to linebacker. We got all these things going on. And,
he's
here
correct.
We are a year later.
Yeah.
A year later, we're talking about the wide receiver. So I think you have the pulse, and that's kind of our gift. We've watched this a long time now, y'all. And that's where the pulse check is. It's right on the wide receiver room. So I still think they could probably go look for a guy, but they got to evaluate it right. You can't do what you did last year and just be like, yeah, I think this is going to work, and then it's woefully inept. You can't afford that. You can't afford that at all.
Question: do we have you talk about the rebuilt secondary? Do we have enough actual safeties on the roster?
Oh, safety. Yeah, I think
the majority of these are cornerbacks. Only one has significant safety experience.
And that one is probably going to, by default, trip onto the field and be better what you marched out last year. Just saying.
Yeah.
Well, look, I mean, that one was really, really good. Now, granted, it was at, I mean, I don't even know what level these colleges are these days. Is it a D2 school? I'm not sure.
But still, PFF graded really, really high.
No,
graded higher
look,
than R2. So
absolutely. No, he was very good. So, and look, he grew up wanting to be a Miami Hurricane, which I think is pretty fantastic. So, if you have the guys who want to be here and have the ability to be here, look, I think you've got, and then you got Harris coaching them, and then you've got the doctor. Dr. Defense, he's going to come in and he's going to change everything up. I saw something great. I appreciate it. I saw something earlier today just about the defense in general and him trying to just figure out who's there, right? Who he's got on the team. And then, Let them figure out their best position, and then that's where he's going to place them. I don't think he's already boxed them in to certain positions. I think it's a kind of, let's see what everybody's got. What are you best at? Are you best on field side corner? Are you best on boundary corner? Are you best at free? Are you best at strong? Like, I think he's just going to let them prove themselves to be where they're supposed to be and go from there, even if it's not their natural position.
He brought in an analyst with him too from Minnesota, and that's something. Hey, listen, I'm still a student at it. Been about 10 years at the game, but I could have told you how Syracuse was going to attack you. So that's something that needs to be upped at that program tomorrow, today, now. They need to up their analyst game. You can you know where the ball's going, right? And the game plan, you knew Rondé Gatson Jr. was going to just absolutely nothing. Absolutely. It's like that guy was like, oh, who's that guy? Like they had no clue. Never really shifted the defense around, couldn't do. And he's fired and granted, but we need better analysts. So brought in one of his boys from Minnesota. Hopefully he pays dividends. He's not going to play on the field, but he needs to say things so the guys on the field play dividends.
Recruiting is going well. Got a nice
Mario, baby.
Building those trenches out. Got the kid from Ohio, the offensive lineman, battling for Penn State for his name. You're doing well for some of these edge rushers coming in, and listen, he's getting it done.
The Jason Taylor and Mario effect, right? And that's the thing with those position groups. If you're going to build a perennial national powerhouse, especially in the trenches, you have to go national. You don't make enough in. Listen, I could just see it in the game of volleyball. I stand around 6'2", 6'3". I go to a volleyball tournament in the Midwest. I am easily in the 40th percentile in height. I mean, they are huge out there. They are some big people, and they make some good offensive linemen. You just don't per capita make enough down there.
Potatoes.
Yeah, like just Viking blood. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and when those two offensive linemen, and they basically have a wrong chromosome pairing for an offensive lineman, they end up making big middle blockers for University of Wisconsin or something. So, it's great.
Wait a minute. Did you say a wrong chromosome pairing?
For them.
No, that's great.
For them,
that's
yes.
great. It's very well put. I mean, I would imagine that's what happens.
He wanted a boy. Let's be honest. He wanted a left tackle. He painted the nursery blue. He had I'm going to make a first round. This guy's going to be the next thing. And then it's a girl. And he's like, all right. But she's good at volleyball.
But she's 6'4".
Oh my goodness. It's uncanny. I'm dead serious.
I know,
you'll go out there.
They're huge.
17-year-old girls. The whole team is taller than you. But the point of it was that Mario can go there and pull. But before Mario, how many in that part of the country were we pulling some really bona fide good prospects in that? Few and far between, because they all wanted to stay locally to where they were. So, and then Jason Taylor, I mean, he just seems like every other person he pulls is a blue chip 4-star to 5-star defensive lineman. So, got to keep doing it.
So let's talk about our people. We'll start off as always with the ones on Scoop's hat.
Bange. It is Blue Tarp season, and I don't want to, it's March. Hurricane season's kind of around the corner.
Yeah.
Ready?
So I know. And I didn't mean to bring that up. And just like as everybody gets that uneasy feeling in the pit of their stomach, except Publix and Home Depot, because they benefit the most when that happens. But we get the pit in our stomach. You can have a little bit of security knowing that Blue Tarp season's always covered with Paul Bange Roofing, y'all. You know the number. It's 981 Roof. The prefix doesn't matter. 954-561-305. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
yes.
There's a lot going on.
Matter.
There's a lot going on in the world of the WWE.
Yeah, we love it. 981 Roof.
Oh, yeah, we have to.
981 Roof. You might be wrestling with your roof issues. Call Paul Bange Roofing because
hey, I'm Paul.
Yeah, call him.
Give me a call.
Bange.
Hit me up. Ring a ding ding dinger.
MiamiHTS.com, Miami Hurricane Team Store. That is where you can go get all of your official Miami Hurricane merchandise. Using promo code OBB24 will get you 20% off. I know the other day, 305 Day, they had a 30.5% off site-wide sale, one day only, but they've got some good stuff out there. The all-new Lefevre gear. Some good stuff. And baseball season, all your baseball gear is there. Get a jersey, get a jacket, whatever you're looking for. Get the hats, miamihts.com. And then you can also go to manscaped.com, use promo code OBB, and there as well. You'll get 20% off everything you need so that your testicles are sweet, sparkly, and smell like $1 million.
Speaking of $1 million, you might be able to make $1 million this week at the API, the Arnold
Max Place.
2.
No max plays. No
Two max plays.
Wait, whoa! I didn't see that.
What? Wake up.
Hold on, I'm looking. Hey, I just went in before the show.
2 max plays at the Arnold Palmer. So if you're listening to this, it does start early. We're in Orlando.
Oh yeah, there are 2.
Yeah, we're in Orlando. So I think they go out just before 8 o'clock. Novak.
Dude, he had a good week last week. BTB.
Who? BTB. Yes, he did.
Yes, he did at the Cognizant.
Yes. Novak back in his 3rd straight signature event by the skin of his teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Made it back in the Ion next 10 as number 12. It was pretty crazy.
We
got in.
You got to get the dub, man, so we can just get that 2-year exemption.
I know. He's close.
I know he's close.
Yeah, he's close. He's close. Yeah, it was crazy. We were watching everything move around. And Knapp had a birdie putt. So Jake Knapp, who didn't win, shot 59 on Thursday. Knew damn well he wasn't going to win after shooting 59. And he needed a 6-foot birdie putt on 18 to get in. If he missed it, Novak's in. He missed it. So Novak's in the Arnold Palmer. Crazy stuff.
Thank God.
Right? Let's go.
All right. We've
Beatingthebookie.com. That's where you get everything.
Yes. Get your packages.
Get your package.
Come on, man. And listen, he's going to have a March Madness package.
Oh, my gosh.
So just
coming up.
Prepare yourself for that mentally. Wrap your brain around that whole friggin' insane 5 weeks. Ready to optimize your nutrition this year? Factor has chef-made gourmet meals that make eating, well, easy. There's dietitian approved and ready to heat and eat in 2 minutes so you can fuel right and feel great no matter what life throws at you. Factor arrives with fresh, fully prepared, perfect for any active, busy lifestyle. Lose it to 8 pounds in 8 weeks. You've got Factor Keto meals based on a randomized controlled clinical trial with Factor Keto. Results will vary depending on diet and exercise. 40 options across 8 dietary preferences. I'm telling you, this is good stuff. And you literally just pull it out of the fridge, throw it in the microwave. You're done in like 2 minutes, and you can just take a few with them to work, so you can hit them with throughout the day. Just do them at home, whatever. If you're busy on the run with kids doing stuff, bro, kids will eat anything. I mean, let's go. Like just throw them in the fridge and you are all set. So they got a special going on right now. Eat smart with Factor. Get started at factormeals.com/factorpodcast. New promo code right now. Use code FACTORPODCAST to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. That's code FACTORPODCAST at factormeals.com/factorpodcast to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. Man, I don't want this to happen, but Cam is meeting with the Titans.
Yeah.
And I just don't want him going to Tennessee.
Why?
Tennessee sucks.
No, they got a great, first of all, it's a great uniform. Second of all, Nashville's a great town.
No.
Yeah.
No, compared to it's a mess.
Compared to what?
Where do you want him to go?
Oh, I'd rather have him go to Cleveland. I'd rather have him go to the Giants.
The Giants. He's got to pay. He's got to pay 70% in taxes.
Oh, I'm not his accountant. I'm talking about just it's more fun to watch, dude.
It's more fun to watch the Giants.
He would own New York City. Come on,
Giants.
Hold on,
the Giants don't deserve him after the Daniel Jones. Like, you picked Daniel Jones and decided to give him even more money. You don't deserve nice things.
I almost think that's a jinx if he goes there.
Oh, Shador's gonna go there and he's gonna be horrible. I just can see it now. I'm not a big fan of Shador Sanders.
I would bet the Cam Ward to Tennessee.
I would bet the farm on Cam Ward. Well, he's going to be meeting with him again, so they're bringing him up there. And as much as you hear, I think they're just going to legit pull the trigger on him. You have to. So,
how would you guys feel if the Jets traded for number 1 and then took him?
Better than the Giants.
Yeah, better than the Giants. But I don't see him in the New York media market.
All right.
Who's the Jets coach? Anybody know?
Who knows?
Didn't they hire Aaron Glenn?
Yeah,
I like Aaron Glenn.
I do too.
They're all recycled. I mean, like every NFL coach is recycled.
Well, he's not recycled. He was a very good player, and he worked
Mike
his way
Tomlin.
his first crack.
Yeah, Mike Tomlin. He's the only like that guy's living there at this point. What a sweet gig, right? Out of all the teams in the NFL, there's only one that like is like a Supreme Court appointee. Like he's there for life. It's amazing.
You know, he's only
really
had
not,
like 2
yeah.
losing seasons or something. What's that number? Like a
No,
really,
I don't. I don't
a
think he's
really
ever had
low
a losing
number.
season.
Yeah, he has.
Like Tomlin?
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't
Generous
think he
help.
has. Maybe only one.
No, not
He said
one.
2.
Let's see.
I mean, he makes the playoffs enough.
Never. He holds the record for most consecutive non-losing seasons to begin a coaching career with 18. Has never had a losing season.
Wow.
Never?
18 years has never had a losing season. I mean, bro, come on. Like, never.
Wow.
He's been there.
He's
since
got how many rings? 1 or 2?
All right.
One, but he's been to a two.
Yeah.
Since we're on this Mike Tomlin subject, okay, there's 32 NFL teams, right?
Mhm.
Out of the other 31 NFL teams, how many of them would have fired him by now?
Oh, a bunch. I mean, listen, he won his Super Bowl his second year.
Oh,
It's
Yeah,
been
I
a
was gonna say, it's
drought.
been a while since
A
they've been to the Super
long
Bowl.
time. Yeah, it's been like
Yeah.
15 years.
Roethlisberger years.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How many other coaches have been in the league as head coaches during those 18 years that Mike Tomlin's been the head coach for Pittsburgh?
Like 18,000.
All right.
I don't know if the
Yeah,
internet
right?
can even quantify that.
Of those,
I
of
need to
those
know that.
18 seasons, how
AI
many of
can't even
those
figure that
seasons-
out.
He had no losing seasons, but how many seasons did he miss the playoffs out of the 18?
10.
Oh, that was going to be
Less.
my number.
Less?
Less.
6.
6.
Wow. So it still gets in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
His career record's 183 and 107.
It also means that he sucks in the playoffs.
He's 8 and 11 in the playoffs. All right, here's one. He hasn't
See?
had a win in the playoffs since 2016.
Oh.
He is
Now,
on
now we're
1,
getting into the
2,
dirt
3,
here.
4. He's on a 5-game losing streak over since including 2017 in the playoffs. He has
Well,
not.
he's not reversing that with the quarterbacks he currently has on the roster.
Russell Wilson did not get it done for him.
He's supposed to be getting rid of one of them.
Is there a more obnoxious, like, kind of catchphrase than that? Let's ride. Like,
Only coming from him.
boo.
Right.
He's such a
Boo.
clown, that guy.
He's an absolute clown.
All right.
But yeah.
What do we got?
I'm doing. By the way, the best the internet's got for me on the math on your little thing here. Since 2010, he started in 2007 in Pittsburgh. Since 2010, 58 coaches have been fired, and since 2015, at least 5 head coaches have been fired each season.
Every year.
Since 2015.
Every year.
So you're talking probably what 150
Man.
coaches
It's insane.
come and gone since Mike Tomlin started.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
dude,
he probably shows up to, like, shake somebody's hand, and he's like, wait, what happened to Pete?
he's like Greg
He doesn't even know.
Is he gone? No.
Yeah. Hey.
And by the way, Jim Harbaugh right behind him has been head coach in the Ravens since 2008.
John Harbaugh.
John Harbaugh.
John Harbaugh, sorry, John
Yes.
Harbaugh.
Yeah, he's
2008.
been there for a long time. As
2008.
well.
He's been around a
Yeah,
long time.
Right,
Yeah,
been
'cause he
around
got that
almost as long
gig.
as Tomlin.
I believe
How
he was
many-
the
how many
special
Super Bowls he
teams
have?
coach before he got that.
Ooh, he's been to 3, I think.
I don't. This might be 2 back-to-back unpopular takes. First of all, I disagree with the Titans uniform. I don't think it's the Houston Oilers one. Kicks
Oilers
ass.
was
It's not even.
superior, yeah.
It's not even close.
I wasn't
And-
asking for a comparison. I was
and-
just saying that
okay,
they have a
so-
good uniform.
No, they
So
don't.
listen, the Cleveland Browns have the worst logo, but the
Obviously.
Baltimore Ravens is not too far behind. That is like a dilapidated like crow. That crow like got hit over the face with like a 2x4.
It's got
It-
purple.
It is a stupid looking. Like, how in the world
I
did you
agree with
make a
that.
team?
I agree
The
with that.
Baltimore Ravens. That is the goofiest looking bird I've ever seen.
Art.
Bird. Bird is the
Bird is a
Raven,
bird.
man.
By the way, he's
Dun,
been
dun,
to,
dun.
been to one. Been to one Super Bowl.
Who?
2012. Harbaugh
And
Did
he
he
won
win?
that.
won it
Yeah.
in 2012.
Yeah.
I thought it for sure it was more than that.
That's the Trent Dilfer year.
Yeah.
That's how good
He
that
was Trent
defense was.
Dilfer?
I think
Yeah.
wasn't that Ray Lewis's final season?
Ray
too?
Lewis.
No,
and
no,
Reed,
no,
yeah,
no.
yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
that wasn't Harbaugh. That was the guy before him.
What?
Who was the
No,
coach?
he started head coaching in 2008. This was a 2012.
You're way off.
Why are you
Wait,
looking
Trent
at Griffin?
Dilfer was 2012.
No,
Yeah,
Trent
that's a
Dilfer
long
may have
time
been
ago.
earlier
Yeah,
than
Trent Dilfer was the coach before.
No, I'm talking about the quarterback.
Right, but Trent Dilfer won his Super Bowl with not with Harbaugh, with the coach before him.
Oh no, didn't they win with Flacco?
Yeah, Harbaugh won.
Harbaugh
with
won with Flacco.
Yeah, yeah.
2000.
Oh, I know the guy that.
Yeah,
2000.
Trent Dilfer was 2000. That was Ray
2000
Lewis.
was
Trent
Trent.
Dilfer. That was Edry. That was
25
the.
years ago.
That was
And
the
I know the
defense.
guy. I know what he looks
Boomers.
like. I know what the head coach
Right?
looks like. He did like NFL, like
Yeah,
he
what
was
his
commentary.
name? Son of a
No
bitch.
idea who that guy is.
No, I know what he is. I
Oh,
know
God.
exactly what he looks
He was
like.
very
Coach.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, and they fired him not too long after that.
Yeah. Oh, he was.
Who was that?
Needed. Oh, son of a bitch.
Who was it?
Nagy?
No.
No.
Oh.
All right. Well,
Come
we're
on.
hitting this answer too. I know what
I haven't. You could sit me here all night. I couldn't tell you.
he was an analyst too.
Brian
He did
Billick.
team. Brian
Billick.
Billick.
Brian
There
Billick.
you go. Brian Billick.
Oh my
Toast
God,
was
that
faster
guy.
than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yup. All right.
Interesting.
So what do you guys want to hit next? Little wheel of topics or
Yeah, we got good
let's do
stuff
it.
today.
Well, look, you mentioned WWE. I feel like we
Yeah.
got to talk about that.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The heel turn.
The heel turn. So I
Wow.
this is Rose says he's got. What did you say earlier? This may not be a popular opinion, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've never liked John Cena.
Neither have I.
So
I like the story behind him.
look, I think what he
I like
does,
the person he is.
the person
Yes.
he is fantastic, and what he's done for Make-A-Wish and what he's done for the kids, and like truly fantastic. I love a good heel turn. The problem is, in my opinion, he's so unbelievable in the ring that I don't even believe it. Like, it's not believable. It's so made up. It's so fabricated that it doesn't make any sense. So it was like, nah.
That makes sense to me. Only because
why?
Peacemaker, like his roles in that, I've seen him play like a sinister guy. You know, so I've seen him do it in the acting arena. And what do you do in the WWE? It's entertainment, right? So he's acting. So I believe it. I just think it's a fascinating story because he was about to get cut. And it was because he ended up like doing a little rap and he could do it on the fly that
It's a
persona
great
came out.
story.
Yeah, so he was like, all of a sudden, they're like, "Can you do that on the fly?" And he did. He was really quick witted, and then the John Cena thing. And I'm a fan just because of that one radio prank call with John Cena. That is probably one of the, other than the Richard Simmons on Whose Line Is It Anyways. When I first listened to that person pranked up, and his name is John Cena. I never laughed so like 5 minutes in stitches. I thought I was gonna have to go to the emergency room. So I'm a big John Cena fan, and Rock has played face and heel over the. So now that he is the final boss and he's in a heel thing and he gets him the heel turn. Now the thing that I find interesting, I don't know if he keeps catching this, but they keep throwing up 3 fingers, right?
Yeah.
So I think they're trying
Yeah.
to make a team of 3. I wonder who the third's going to be.
I think we know who it's going to be.
Who?
Fucking Roman, dude.
You think it's going to be
Oh,
Roman?
and you have the ultimate, all 3 of them. Like, dude, it would be monstrous. It'd be like the NWA back in the day.
I
The
do.
biggest star in the-
That's the NWO.
I'm sorry, NWO.
Easy E and Ice Cube
NWA
have
was a
nothing.
whole-
Yeah.
Easy E and Ice Cube have nothing to do with this.
No.
That's right. That's right.
F the police.
I'm fascinated that the WWE made it through the last 6 or 7 years as successfully as they did with Roman as the guy.
I don't think he's the guy. Now that's
But
Well, he has been the guy.
I'm saying
He's been the guy.
Yeah.
but
That's what I
their
just
version of
understand
the
the
guy.
context.
Like he's not on a Mount Rushmore
Correct.
to me.
No.
Not even close.
No.
He-
That's what I'm saying. I'm surprised that they were able to truly push through over the last half decade, because for him to be the guy, and he's had to be the guy for like 6 years because
wonder
they
if
had
Roddy Jones
no
knows
one
it.
else.
I know. I wonder if Roddy knows it because he went to Georgia Tech.
He did. Yeah,
Yeah.
they played D-line there. So it's crazy to me how, and obviously it's doing really, really well now because he doesn't have to be the guy. They've been able to spin off, bring it back some Attitude Era They put it on Netflix, so now they don't have to be woke.
The Netflix
like
thing's been huge.
You know, it's great. But yeah,
they can curse.
Yeah, but Roman is not. I mean,
no,
he's
like so boring.
Roman
dude.
to me is exactly. Roman to me has always been all right. Let's get The Rock and take out all the personality.
The charisma, yeah.
And who do we have? And it's Roman Reigns.
That's right. Yeah, zero personality with that guy.
Remember,
zero.
Imagine if he didn't have Heyman.
Heyman is a stud.
Look
as
at
far
how
as
brought him in. They brought him in with a trio. They didn't. They knew he couldn't handle. They brought him in with Seth Rollins and what's his name? They do this at AEW now.
Who's that? Who's the other guy?
Oh Christ!
Not CM Punk. CM Punk is back.
No, not CM.
He is back. I think he's terrible too.
Yeah.
CM Punk.
He's such garbage.
Paul Heyman
that's
loved
the thing.
him.
Paul Heyman's the best.
CM Punk sucks. Like truly. Like he has no character. I'm not really sure how he does it. Look, Seth Rollins is brilliant.
I think their girls are good. I think they have a good girl lineup right now. They you know, they're good little wrestlers too. It's not like back in the day. I just thought like the actual the technical stuff, the women wrestlers were horrible, but now they're like savages. They pull off some crazy moves. So I was like, okay.
I saw a clip this week, old school.
And it's all their kids. You know that. I'm sorry, it's all their kids. Yeah, it's like Rikishi's kids. Like that's his.
Isu.
Jay Uso.
Yeah.
So Uso.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, Jay Uso's. Yeah, he's got a couple of them.
Rikishi's kid.
Rikishi's kid.
Move of all time, Rikishi.
Yeah.
Just put the stink face.
Yeah, right in the corner.
Rey Mysterio's kid.
Baby.
Yeah, Mysterio's kid's been in for a minute. Yeah.
I mean, who's the current WWE champ? That's Dusty Rhodes' kid.
Dusty Rhodes' kid.
Yeah, and by the way, that's my favorite part of the heel turn story is that talk about the skill that's involved in making wrestling what it is.
Oh yeah, that's pretty funny.
Travis Scott jumped in as like part of the bit and doesn't know how to hit people, I guess, properly in the WWE. And gave Cody Rhodes a black eye and busted one of his eardrums.
Like hit him right in the side of the head.
Hit him in the side of the head, ruptured
like
his
hit
eardrum.
Him.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes is terrible too, to be quite honest.
Yeah, Cody's not the guy.
I mean, we're talking about how great it is right now, and like 90% of the dudes suck.
Well, you know why it's great? Because our generation's coming back to kick their ass and turn
That's what's happening.
That's what's fun. Yeah.
That's what's happening. Seth Rollins is the only one out of that group that's really truly any good, I think.
Braun Breaker. No. I mean, watching Braun Breaker spear people is kind of hilarious. He's like the new He's like the new Goldberg.
It's so dumb.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. He's literally. I've never seen somebody spear people that. I'm like, how does that not hurt?
They say there's a way you're supposed to take it.
Oh, I know. Hey,
that so it doesn't hurt.
Dean Ambrose, the Shield.
That was the third guy. I got you.
Dean Ambrose.
I don't even remember that guy.
Dude, Dean Ambrose had moved over to AEW. He's like the head. He's been the head guy over there now for like 5 years.
Really?
Yeah, he does really well over there, dude. I like Dean. Dean's good.
Never even. I have no idea who that is.
But when you look at him and Rollins, that was the cover for Roman. Those guys are all personality and everything. They're insane on the mic. And Roman was like,
yeah, he still is.
Rollins must be pissed. I mean, he's done really well, but to have Roman kind of run the show.
Penta's cool because you get to watch Penta.
You got to be you've always got you got to be a certain size to be the guy in WWE. And Seth just ain't that. He doesn't have the size, doesn't have the bulk.
Yeah, but I mean, look back at Shawn Michaels, dude. He's the best to ever do it. If you really want to, technician wise, he's the best wrestler to ever be in the ring
he did a long time
by many people's standards. They say he is the GOAT without question. So I mean, he can be. He wasn't that big.
We got the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers of goats.
When I was a kid,
the Mighty Morphin goats.
Yeah, Bob Backlund wasn't huge.
Bob Backlund.
Yeah.
Burt Bacharach.
Arn Anderson.
Burt Blyleven.
Anderson. There you go.
Arn and Ole.
Dude, Arn Anderson's spine buster was the best, bro.
So good.
It's so
how about the Von Erichs?
That's still one of the best finishers of all time.
Mm-hmm.
The spine buster.
Yeah.
Arn
Ricky
Anderson?
the Dragon Steamboat. That was my dude.
I don't know. I love the figure
best
four lock as a finishing move.
The
Who,
one
what?
that scared
figure
me, the
four?
one that, do you remember Demolition? Axe and Smash and Demolition. Do you remember their finishing move? I was petrified as a kid. So like Axe, I forget which one it was, Axe or Smash. They basically would put their knee out and they would lay you over their knee, and then like Smash would come from the third rope and like basically elbow you, and then like Jim Ross would sell it so big. Oh my god!
Oh my god! He ripped him in half.
Oh god! Oh damn you to hell, Triple H! My goodness, he was.
He
the
might
best.
never walk again.
Son of a bitch! Oh, it's the best.
Was JR better? And this isn't. I'm being dead ass serious. Was JR better before or after the stroke?
I think after. I think it wasn't a stroke. It was Bell's palsy. So he struggled with Bell's
I thought
palsy.
he stroked. Okay.
I don't think it was. I remember him saying it wasn't, because he had. I'm almost positive it was Bell's palsy.
Okay.
But yeah, like when he had that like little slur, I think he was still super effective. I thought he was better.
That's why I was asking.
What was your favorite bit from old school WWE?
Ooh, my favorite bit, because now you're talking about like the barber
I'm
chair,
gonna go-
Brutus the
I'm gonna
barber beefcake, you know, the
Pit.
Piper's Pit. That's what you liked?
That was a good one.
Love Piper's Pit. I love Roddy Piper.
Roddy Piper was great.
Roddy.
I always like Jimmy Hart, Mouth of the South.
Oh yeah.
Mouth of the
Microphone.
Yeah.
He's still around, isn't he?
Is he?
Listen,
I don't know.
I think he is.
Are you talking about like on the planet Earth or involved in wrestling?
Paul Bear is scary, bro.
Now, question. If he came out today, could you still have a manager an Asian manager called Mr. Fuji?
I think so.
That'd
Why
be
Of
not?
course. Yeah, well, you
That's
can't
it
now.
now,
You
like-
couldn't 6 months ago.
No, not even close.
Back in August, no. Now, 100%.
Now it's totally okay.
Now it might come up at State of the Union.
Can you imagine, like back in the day when we were kids, one of the big things that Vince would always play was the U.S. Russia thing. So Nikolai Volkai, Sergeant Slaughter, the Sheik,
The Iron Sheik.
the fact that like WWE won't play on like the Gulf of America thing with like a Mexican wrestler is like, dude, like go for it, man. Have fun with it. Why you can't? Oh, you can't. See, I clear your mind. I can't.
Wow. Clear your mind. I can't. That's a great saying.
It really is.
It really is.
No,
Clear
it's
your mind,
not.
I
It's
can't.
not.
That's
That was the
definitely on the
banner.
title.
We got
That was the banner in Clear Channel corporate.
Clear your mind of can't.
Clear your mind of canon.
Okay, I like that.
God,
I like
I'm immediately taking it off the list.
Exactly.
Jesus.
Okay.
And clear your mind of Canada while we're at it.
I do like it. It's like I don't know if you could do the Russian one now, right?
Like
Nikolai
a
Volchek.
Ukrainian wrestler against like
Probably wouldn't go over
Like
well.
that.
right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They had fun with this shit back in the day.
I know.
With the
And we were
global
like in like
affairs.
legitimate wars back then.
Of course, Sergeant Slaughter, dude. Are you kidding me?
Oh, he would.
What?
Him against friggin'
He'd be vice
What if-
president.
yeah.
What if they? Oh, I got to really tiptoe over
Iron
this one.
Sheik and Nikolai
Hold on,
Volkov were
hold on.
just
Why don't
I-
they just offer
let's see
Vance an opportunity to come?
Let's see how uncomfortable Jenner's is going to be. What if they took a Chris and had them go ahead and wrestle the ladies?
We're not doing that.
And that's
Stop
their
that.
entrance song.
Stop that.
And that's
That's the entrance song.
and it's
the
like
entrance
this, and everybody boos. Oh my goodness, the best song. Oh,
I was doing a little Trump thing going on there.
yeah.
Oh no.
Is that what that was?
Oh no. Yeah,
Okay.
a
Yeah,
little
all right,
bit of this.
No, I don't know if he does it that way. That's a whole.
Yeah,
different thing.
this way doesn't look like it.
yeah, that's a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be
Balin-
part of the bit, really.
Balin knows exactly what it is. I'm
Tap that
surprised I
wiener.
remembered her
Grab that
name.
wiener. Tap that wiener.
Yeah. Ah.
Oh, God.
That's exactly what he's doing there. Ow, I just ripped my ears.
There's a gift for this week's show, by the way. All of us doing this randomly.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
All
right.
All right. 5 questions.
Wheel of topics.
Oh, then we have that was only one thing.
That was the first thing. It's okay. There's not a ton of stuff in Wheel of Topics this week. The other one I thought we had to hit though was the Travis Hunter thing.
Oh,
just because it's worth discussing.
Yeah.
Travis Hunter asked at
He's
the
an
combine. He asked at the combine. Do you think it's harder to do what you do, or you think it's harder to do what Shohei Ohtani does? Hear what he had to say.
Probably me, what I do in football, because it's a lot on your body. You know, Tony, he's a great player, but you got to do a lot in football.
Did you just call him Tony?
A lotter. Tony, and he said
Tony.
a lotter. So look. You can't go there and have me
a lotter.
Tony.
Have me believe what you're saying.
A lotter Tony.
Look, what he does is incredible. What Tony does, much more impressive.
Listen, that's like saying, hey, I have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but it's way better than your filet. Come on, dude. Stay in your lane, dude. There's nothing harder in the planet to hit a baseball. And here's the thing, too. He's a two-way player at the highest level in the world, but it's not like he's a two-hole hitter, which is your modern your yesteryear 3-year hitter, because analytics came in and said you put your best hitter in the 2 spot. So he's your like middle of the lineup dude, right? He's capable of winning an MVP alone as a hitter, right? And then you add him as a pitcher, and he's capable of winning a Cy Young, and he's easily an ace on a staff. Does not far at some staffs he might be a 2, but he's an ace or a 2 as a pitcher. And this is the thing that I have a problem with Travis, because I'm like, dude, you're lucky. You're lucky if you're going to be a lockdown cornerback 1 in the NFL. I think it's lucky. Right? You didn't even win that award in college. Okay? And then you're going to be a number 5 wide receiver at best for a team. That's your advantage, because they don't have to take a number 5. They could take somebody else. You could go ahead and take the 5 wide receiver reps, and you could probably pull it off, which is talent, which hats off to you. But that's like a circus act. That's like a sideshow act. That's not what Shohei Ohtani does. But what do you want to do?
Travis wants to be in that conversation, put up 1,000 yards receiving, and be known as Travis Island on the defensive side as a lockdown corner. Then we can have that discussion. Do those 2 things.
Yeah. Okay.
Those 2 things.
Then you sneak up into discussion, but it's still way harder.
No, I still 100%. I agree. But you got to at least do that. You got to be a 1,000-yard receiver, and you've got to be known as Travis Island, lockdown guy, just like Revis was.
And you're not doing that as a wide receiver 4 or wide receiver 5. Not at his size.
So,
not at his size.
Whatever. Sorry. But all right. I have a quick question for you guys, just because unless Ro, you want this to be part of 5 questions.
Okay.
You have 5?
I have 5. I have 6 actually, because I always
what
come
is,
prepared.
Give me, just to age us out a little bit here, your favorite underrated band of the last 30 years.
Favorite underrated band of the last 30 years. Ooh. Oh, for some reason I wanted to say Hoobastank.
Hoobastank.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I did not see that one coming.
No,
Nor did
I
I.
wouldn't. I
I
did
see
not
that
see
coming.
I liked a lot of Hoobastank songs.
Okay.
Not the popular one that got all over the radio and kind of got him a little famous, but I liked all their punchy stuff. I mean, there are a lot of the brothers, or it was a half brother of Incubus. So I kind of like
That's
that.
my band.
That
There's
rock
a band.
Incubus.
Yeah,
That's
you
my
know,
band. Incubus. Yeah.
There you go.
That was in my top 2.
Yeah.
That was my top 2.
Yeah.
They were number 2, I would say.
I remember the first time I was leaving the Sawgrass Tavern. The first time I heard "Pardon Me" by Incubus,
Still one of the
I
best
was
songs I've ever heard in my life.
blown. I never saw that coming, and the way that they kind of went ska in there, and then they came back and punched you in the mouth.
It's really incredible.
Oh
song.
my goodness, it's a
Yeah.
really, really great song.
I'm gonna go. I don't know how I think they're underrated for how good they are. Breaking Benjamin.
Okay.
They've had a really good career.
Mm-hmm.
They've had a really.
They've had a solid career. They haven't had.
They still go out around the country.
They have a new album coming out,
and they go around and they sell out.
But so maybe I just think they're better than ultimately they've
Fair.
gotten to.
Jennifer,
They're pretty impressive.
I don't know if you would count this as underrated, but I don't know if they get as much love as they probably deserve. Offspring.
I was gonna say Offspring as well. Yeah.
And I don't know if
I
they're
was
an
never
underrated
an Offspring.
band, but I like Offspring.
I listen to Offspring every time I was going to a game, before a game.
And they got a guy named Noodle.
He cannot sing.
No.
It's incredible.
Yeah, he's like the
There's
new
a lot of
Totally
people.
is.
He's
He
like the girl
can't
from Lincoln
sing.
Park.
Yeah, sometimes they just hit the lucky life lottery, man, because there's some of these people, like you're right, Osprey, he could never. And all the ladies say you're pretty fly, but like he's not
But he
singing.
kind of do like a rapping thing, and it worked for them. They're a surfer band. It worked.
And probably the ultimate take that I take the most flack for, and you know what it's going to be. Jimmy Buffett can never sing. Are you kidding me? That guy couldn't sing. Like, he's not going down into like the halls of fame as a singer. He's just like a performer, and he kind of created a niche music. But everybody could sing his song. And that to me was always a gold standard and like a hallmark for me. The greatest singers in the world, there's only a handful of people on this planet that can sing what they do. And if you're not there and anybody can sing what you sing, you're not a great singer, in my opinion. Right? Steve, it still trips me out. Steve Perry was like, "Yeah, I'm leaving. Good luck replacing me." And they replaced him with a guy named Steve who sounded just like him. And then they replaced him with a Filipino.
And they got a Filipino kid.
Yeah, Steve Perry,
who's
we'll
now
replace you.
I think this is his last tour with them, or he's done with them now.
Oh, he's done now? Okay.
Yeah, I think
Good
they're all
YouTube
kind of
run.
hanging it up.
Yeah.
Well, the band's got to be around 80,
Like Jimmy
Johnson's age, yeah.
right? I mean,
Yeah.
geez.
Yeah.
All right. What else we got?
We going into 5 questions?
Yeah, I think it's probably time for 5 questions.
5 questions.
5 questions.
What 2 people can we put in a press conference and expect absolutely absurdity?
2 people.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about absurdity in general or absurdity toward each other?
Towards each other. Just like complete, like it's going to be a circus on fire.
I say Trump and pretty much anyone else.
Well, that's what this question was brought on after, because you saw one in the Oval Office. So along those lines, Jenner's answer is Trump and anybody else.
Okay. Well, I was going Bill and Hillary.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
But you have to have a single bed in the press conference.
And they're in it?
Well, there's nowhere else to sit. So they can sit in the bed together. They can lay in the bed together. They can stand. I want chaos. You know what uncomfortable it is for the 2 of them to be in the same bed?
If this is the Price is Right, though, I'm about to dollar up Scoop.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm about to, because my answer was Hillary.
Yeah.
With
who?
Monica Lewinsky.
Oh.
There you go.
Sorry, Scoop. I had to one up you.
That's a good one.
That's
a
even
good
better.
one.
I want to see
Look,
she's
probably the lowest on the totem pole as far as who Hillary has beef with.
Still
in
must
that
see
regard.
TV.
Yeah.
I'm going Conor McGregor, Jake Paul.
Ooh. Yeah, that's going to lead to some
That would be stupid.
fisticuffs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love when he gets so angry, too, because you don't understand a word that guy's saying.
Yeah, that's great.
Who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck? Yeah. All right. Question number 2. If you were to get a tattoo or a next tattoo, what would it be and where?
I mean, does this pertain to me?
I mean,
it's like nothing
no,
special.
because if you were to get a next tattoo or a new tattoo, because some of us don't have tattoos.
Yeah, so the next one I'm getting eventually at some point is I'm getting sparrows. I already have one sparrow, but I'm getting sparrows up my wrist and onto my hand.
Oh, you're going on to the hand now, are we?
Yeah, other arm though.
I got you. I've always had mine. I have a picture of it. I just have never pulled the trigger because it's quite extensive. But it would like be a sleeve. It's a map. There's Florida on it. It's on fire. There's a lion with his mane is on fire and it's like ripping through. I have the Master Shield on the back of my tricep here, and it's just like burning. My arm's like on fire. You know, from the lion's mane that's catching everything on fire. So I've always had it. I got it mapped out. I just have never done it.
It's fairly extensive.
Mm-hmm.
That's quite a tattoo, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like the Paul Blart eagle across his back.
Yeah.
Now you go from nothing to something
To
real
just
quick.
This hurts, by the way.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
I
yeah.
know. I'm sticking more up
no
on
desire.
this side.
Yeah.
No desire.
You
But you
gotta
got to
go
pick one.
underneath, bro.
You got to. That's not the. You still got to pick one if you were to get one.
I have a couple tattoos. They're on my ankles, but after Cody passed, my son Cody passed. He was a Spider-Man guy, and all the brothers and myself all agree. All right, we're gonna go at some point. We're gonna get Spider-Man tattoos. That's like a little tribute to him. So at some point, I'm gonna have something Spider-Man-ish.
What if you went all out and did the mask?
The full face tattoo.
There you go.
Spider-Man face tattoo.
That's dedication.
Sure.
That's really going full in on it. Yeah.
You've heard of like that. The more crazy she is, like the hotness versus crazy meter. I've also heard it too. Like the closer your tattoos are to your body holes, the crazier you are.
To your body holes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
If you think about it, like if you got them on your face, they're close to your ears, close to your mouth, and then you know, yeah. If you got them down there, you know,
Well,
you're obviously
more painful for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you, Toast? Where tattoo? If you
It's always been a dream. I've teased the wife about getting this for many years. Just to get 2 full length just angel wings on my back.
He can't even keep a straight face when he did that.
I couldn't even.
Yeah, he couldn't even do it. Yeah.
Holy shit.
All right. Question.
I wanted to get something on the small of my back that says, feed me something and call me pretty.
Feed me and tell me I'm pretty. Holy Christ.
She was 400 pounds.
She was huge, dude.
She was huge, dude.
All right.
Couldn't believe it.
Question number 3.
The letters on the shirt were all stretched out.
Almost
couldn't read them.
Yeah.
It says juicy, but it reads like juicy.
Me. And the black was more like gray because it was all stretched out so far. Yeah.
Sound like a race car, like going around a track. That's how far you got to read it across. All right, question 3. If you were at the State of the Union address, what sign would you hold up?
How stupid was that?
It was terrible, but I want to know what your signs would be.
You can't get into that.
Mine just says, I hate all of you.
Yeah.
Mine would have been one of those in the shape of a middle finger, just holding it up like this the entire fucking time. Just everybody. Just, who wants it?
Scooby?
Oh.
Got nothing?
I'm not discussing.
You know my sign would say? I love Mr. Fuji.
And he's in the dais. Let's acknowledge him.
What the hell does that mean? I love Mr. Fuji. All right. Okay. What's the most terrifying we need to leave now moment you've ever had?
Ooh. Oof. Oh. Well, I mean, this kind of goes, I'm sure other people have had this one, but being at a party and you have to use the restroom and things go sideways. And you got to get the fuck out of Dodge. And you know what? I'm never going to speak to them again. And I'm cool with that.
Oh my God.
It was the office Christmas party. Good luck. Yeah.
That's your answer? Office Christmas party.
I was just messing with Toast. That's where his bathroom incident went sideways. Mine's a little different, but it's weird because my wife still makes fun of it to this day. After Hurricane Wilma, was that 2005 or 2006 or something?
Back there. That's 20 years.
We'd lost all our power. My neighbor had gas, so he's like, well, I can cook, and I was like, so we went over to his house, and I go, have you turned the gas on? I was like, is the gas working? He's like, I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. He lights a match and he reaches down it. And I ran out of his house 700 miles an hour. And I never look. I'm like, I'm not going to die because this guy has got a broken gas line. He's just lighting a match at his house. Oh my God. I ran out of there so fast.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Scooby can't think of one?
Not specifically.
Did you ever had like a showing go sideways? Back in the day, I gotta get the hell out of here. Like,
yeah, well, so not like where I felt I was in danger,
Okay.
I mean, there was a lot of times back in, like when there were a lot of foreclosures, right? So I had a lot of investors who were out buying up property, and I like a lot of them I wouldn't go into. Right, I would unlock the door for them and say, by all means, you're more than welcome to go look at this shithole. But I'm not going inside this place. But I haven't been in a situation. I mean, Ro's been in, I would imagine, hundreds. The only thing, I will say, I was coming out of, this is probably the most, at the forefront of my mind, I was coming out of a movie theater. And it was myself and Mackenzie. And I saw a group of, I would say probably high schoolers, but not old. But I tend to be very aware of my surroundings, right? So I pick up on a lot of things that, very subtle situations. So I knew that this was probably not going to end very well. So eventually some girl comes running from around the corner, jumps on this other girl. These two girls start going at it. Everybody starts going around them. And I was like, it's just me and her. And I saw it happening, but then it happened like super quick. So I grabbed her and made sure we got the hell out of there pretty quick. That was a couple of years ago. Cause you don't know what's coming after that. Right. So yeah, that was, we got to get the fuck out of here.
I mean, on the job, I ran out of air one time in a fire. So that was one of those things. I was like, oh yeah, this is a situation I'd rather not be in. But actually, it's my first ever girlfriend. She tried to stab me with a knife. So, yeah, that was that. Yeah, I didn't forget about that, by the way. Yeah, just kind of like some drama thing went sideways. And she said, I want to be dropped off at a party. And I'm like, well, I'll drop you off at your house. And you could go to the party yourself. And we were going through some relationship problems, and I got to her front door, and she's screaming at me because she wanted me to drop her off at a party. I'm like, you could take your car and drop yourself go to the party, but I am not taking you to this party. Mom starts, what's going on? I was like, why don't you tell her why you're upset? Why don't you tell her what you're trying to do? And she flipped out, went in and got a letter opener, which for those people that don't know it is because we're going back and we're dating ourselves. A letter opener is like a knife, right? You use this thing to open it up, and then that's it. And she's literally chasing me around the car with this letter opener. And I was like, I need to get out of here. She tried
so
to
good.
Kill me. Yeah. And every time I go back to my original high school, which you know what it is, and I see her, and I still think to myself, you tried to kill me. You tried to kill me.
Do you guys still communicate?
Yeah, like nothing ever happened. It's a different era back then. You didn't have social media. If I had social media and had phones, she probably would have went to jail. But it was just like, she was mad. It's just normal, right? First ever girlfriend. You know how to pick them, Frank. You really do. All right, I'm going to give you the option.
Oh no!
Are we doing a more drama based question, or are we going to a foodie question? You picked.
We'll do both, and then we'll go to bed. Let's go.
Okay. All right, both. What job do you need an exceptionally high tolerance of getting yelled at?
Well, I'll tell you what, this goes hand in hand. This goes, I would say, being a morning radio producer.
Who's yelling at you as a radio producer?
I think
corporate.
Everybody.
Everybody. The corporate, the host, all of them.
The program director, the sales manager, spin the wheel, man.
Everybody. It depends what day it is. They're all shitting on you.
Yeah. Okay. So
you were like a porta potty, and everyone just takes turns coming in, just dropping a deuce,
and then it just festers.
There's an analogy for our career right there.
Yeah, there you go. All right,
put that on my headstone.
Unfortunately, my answer in today's day and age, it's sad. I think teachers. I think the kids are yelling at the teachers. Probably the principals are yelling at the teachers.
The parents
online are yelling at teachers' parents. I think you got to have a high talent for getting yelled at a certain point in your teaching career. Sad. Shouldn't be that way. Unless you're an idiot teacher. If you ever grow up like that and marry somebody like that, Lorraine, I'll disown you.
Comes from upbringing.
Yeah.
Parents are probably idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raised by idiots. Scoop.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go in that line. I had a funny one, which I'll say, which is not in my world, but husbands. Husbands, tough job.
That's a good answer.
you
Good
have to-
answer.
you have
Good
to-
answer.
That is a good
Mama. Mama.
Very true.
Mama.
You have to start with
Mama.
you're always wrong.
Mhm.
That's the baseline, okay?
That is your
And then
baseline.
everything works off of that.
That's right. That's right. But my real one, I was going to go along the lines of what Rose said and say a youth coach.
Oh yeah, I just had it happen to me.
Yeah.
And I've since retired since the incident.
I'm going to add an addendum to Scoops because the three of you aren't aware of this, but everything that Scoop said with his was 100% true. Then I want you to multiply that by 10 when she's dealing with menopause.
Ugh.
Bro, you've never seen anything like it. You've never seen anything like it.
Mm.
I call her doctor that fixed it the Dragon Slayer. That woman's my hero. The Dragon Slayer fixed my wife.
Or was it an old priest and a young priest?
Getting moody again. I'm like, have you seen the Dragon Slayer lately?
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the last question. I'm glad we do end on this one. What is your I don't care about the calories feel good meal? Like you just need to feel good. You just need it. We've done food questions and we've gotten into debates. I just want to know, you don't care. I'm having a bad day. This is my soul food. This is my soul meal.
I mean, for me, it doesn't get better than some West Coast oysters, steak with some potatoes and broccolini.
That's your feel good meal. That's
Just say, you said, what's your favorite meal? You just don't give a shit
No,
about
not
anything.
favorite. No, not favorite. Like it's like you're depressed. You just need to eat something. It's like your feel good meal. It's like I gotta feel good. Like I don't care.
Like
Not-
Southern,
not like my-
soul food.
No, it doesn't have to be
Comfort
soul
food.
All right,
Comfort
I'll
food.
Comfort food.
Your comfort food. Better said.
Comfort food.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can only think of like snack foods, but it's probably,
That works.
yeah.
I'm ready when you're ready for me.
Go ahead.
Oh, go.
All right. We're
I
gonna
mean,
start
we
with-
know we got some
we're
good
gonna
ones
start
here. You
with
want to
the-
answer
we're
for
gonna
all
start
of
with
us?
the Caesar salad
Oh, here we go.
with all the heavy dressings
All
and
the
everything.
fixings.
We're moving in then to a 48-ounce cowboy steak and have mashed potatoes with that. Gonna have asparagus. Also gonna have some mac and cheese, and
Stinky
then
pea.
I'm gonna finish that all up with 15 slices of cheesecake.
You. There's no
And
way.
then just
you
give
get
him the
50.
chair because that's your last
Yes.
meal.
That's it. That's it. Yes. Then just no.
But
I'm
could
going
you
to
eat that much cheesecake though.
Probably not, unfortunately.
I don't know. I'm with
I don't
you
even
on
think Joey Chestnut could eat that much
the,
cheesecake.
I'm with you on the cheesecake though.
I love cheesecake.
That's like so heavy.
I want one
I
with
know.
Oh, I
strawberries
love
on
cheesecake
top, one
too.
with
Who doesn't
blueberry
love
on
cheesecake?
top, one
All
with
right, hold on.
caramel on top, like all the
Hold on.
chocolate on top. Yeah, let's just go.
I just said who doesn't like cheesecake, and I know immediately Scoop is going to say I don't like cheesecake.
It's not entirely true.
I don't know. I watched your face go sour as soon as you
Yeah,
said who
yeah,
doesn't like
yeah.
cheesecake, and we were
Well,
all we love
because
cheesecake.
I-
You're like,
You don't.
I think it's just like just a straight New York cheesecake with like a little thing. It's what's the point? But if it's
I
like
still am
if
confused. and
it's
I
like
think
a
you've heard me say
cheesecake
this.
factory cheesecake, they've got some good cheesecakes.
I don't get for the life of me how it's a key lime pie.
Yeah.
But that's a cheesecake when they have the same exact consistencies.
They do
people.
not have the same.
They
exact-
don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they
It's a
don't.
lime cheesecake. It's a lime cheesecake.
no.
There's
No.
no pie
No.
that is.
It's more
What
like a
other pie is like a
tapioca.
key lime pie?
It's more
What
like
oth-
a tapioca.
It is.
yeah, it's lighter.
Yeah.
It's
It's
more
Okay.
puddingy.
and you have
cheesecake is
lighter
dense.
cheesecakes out there. Yeah, cheesecake is dense, and I've had some denser key lime
but
pies.
you haven't had.
I agree, but the consistency is like okay, yeah.
It's
you
like
know,
a chilled
the
pudding.
viscosity.
Yeah. No.
No,
No,
they're
I
totally-
still. It's
they're
more like
entirely
why
different.
is it a cake? It's got pie crust, so why aren't we calling it cheese pie? It's kind of what it is. Key lime pie, cheese pie. I'm telling you, it's not a cake. I know what cakes are. That is not a cake. Somebody
Key lime-
screwed up.
Yeah, no, cheesecake is
if
not
you-
a cake. I agree with you.
If you offer me cheese pie, I'm afraid it's like cheddar melted in a friggin' like.
But we call it
Like a
cheesecake.
pound of Velveeta. Just
Right?
here you go. Yeah.
Cheese pie.
All right, for me, this is simple.
Yeah.
It's a Big Mac, no onions, no pickles, large fry, Diet Coke. I know, right? I just don't like Coke anymore.
You're going to fucking McDonald's with your last meal?
And it's not my last meal. It's just like
it wasn't even the question.
a comfort meal.
Yeah,
like
you went last meal.
Whatever.
Yeah, you guys are going last meal. We've done that.
It's not even a real hamburger.
Big Mac.
Go to Five Guys.
Big Mac.
Oh my God.
Big Mac. No onions, no pickles, large fry. Give me barbecue sauce. I can dip my fries in a barbecue sauce.
Am I the only one who thinks Five
Apple
Guys
pie
is
trash? It's
Total.
overpriced.
Compared
Wendy's.
to McDonald's, it's better.
It's
No,
overpriced.
it's not.
Wendy's.
Here's the
Five
it's
Guys
way
is the
too
worst
expensive.
burger I've ever had in my life.
Well, I don't care how expensive it is.
You go to Five Guys, you get a
Way
normal
too
combo. It's like $27 after like whatever.
but
They're going to
least
ask you a tip.
actual meat, bro. I don't know what you're getting at McDonald's.
No, you just go to Wendy's. I'm just saying Five Guys is like out of all the burger chains, if you're going to get one, I'm just saying go to Wendy's. I think Wendy's out of the Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's, I think they got the crown. It's not even close. No, I'm just talking about those three, like the big three,
sure,
right?
The big three, yeah.
Yeah. But in terms of like, but still like Big Mac apple pie.
Quarter
French fries,
pounder with cheese.
Do the apple pie still burn your
No
mouth?
onions.
Oh my goodness. They have magma in those things.
Oh, the hottest things. Are those? Is that the
magma.
hottest food ever?
Hottest
That's
things
the hot
ever.
lava. Yeah.
Liquid magma. There is nothing hotter than the
Nothing
filling.
ever hotter.
And it's
yeah.
and it's decreased over the years. Like you don't get much of it because damn, you don't need much of it because you're gonna burn
How
all the
many
layers
times do you
off your
think they
tongue.
were sued for the apple pie?
Bro,
Well, I
when
know
we
they
were
got sued for the
kids-
coffee.
When we were kids, there was so much filling in there that it would, if it got onto your skin outside your mouth, it would burn the goddamn skin around your lips.
It was so hot.
It's so
It's so hot.
They did that on purpose for sure.
Yeah, they're like, watch this. Watch this.
All right.
A
So-
British man in 1995 sued McDonald's for being scalded by a McDonald's apple pie.
Of course.
Happens to
It
be
has
worse.
happened.
Has happened.
Darren Miles, 20-year-old electrical engineer, was eating a McDonald's apple pie when the filling squirted out and burned his arm. He didn't
Yes!
even burn his mouth. It
burned his
burned
mouth.
arm.
His arm. How much?
I wonder how much they settled. I wonder how much he got for that.
It's an undisclosed
Lifetime of apple
settlement.
pies.
Yeah, so that means they settled
Undisclosed.
out of court.
Yeah.
Cold apple pies though, they won't serve it to them hot.
No.
Yeah. Who wants a cold apple pie?
Those are really good. Those are really
Didn't someone also sue Dunkin' Donuts for the hot coffee? Or was
What,
that McDonald's
spilled?
also?
No, that was
No, I
McDonald's.
think that was
too.
McDonald's.
That's
Yeah, that was
McDonald's too, right?
That's why all the
Yeah, the
coffee's
top.
hot.
Yeah, the top fell off.
This is hot.
And
Thank
I
you.
remember that back then. I was like, she's not going to win that. Oh, my goodness. But chin up, Buttercup. I mean, stop it. And then she won. I was like, what? And then you just realize what kind of a litigious society we started to
Imagine
become.
someone suing Dunkin' Donuts because their iced coffee was too cold.
I'm sure it's happened.
Stella Liebeck is the person who sued McDonald's. She was awarded $3 million in punitive
What the
damages.
fucking burn me now?
$3 million.
Burn me now.
Who wants to go get an apple pie and a coffee? Let's go.
I will squirt the apple pie in my junk. Let's go.
Let's just do a loop. Every Dunkin' Donuts and McDonald's we'll see. We'll just order the same things until all four of us are millionaires.
Mutilated millionaires. Scarred and burned and just
God damn.
Slumdog millionaires? No. McDonald's millionaires. McDunkin' Donuts millionaires, baby.
McMillionaires. We're all
There you go.
McMillionaires. There it is.
McMillionaires.
McMillionaires. love
Welcome
it.
to the McMillionaires Club. We just gave everybody the idea. Just try right. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. You might get up to a couple $100, but eventually you'll burn. Something will burn. I promise.
All right.
All right, what are we gonna? There could have been 20 titles for this one show alone.
Oh, there are. I think there's about 20 on the list here. The Hartford Yard Goats. Okay, Boomer. A wrong chromosome pairing. There's a way you're supposed to take it. Scoop.
I didn't do anything.
The Mighty Morphin Goats. You couldn't do that 6 months ago. Clear your mind of can't. A Lauder Tunny.
I don't know how you spell that.
A Lauder Tunny. A Lauder Tunni. A Lauder Tunny. She was huge, dude. You know how to pick them, Frank. The Dragon Slayer. And McMillionaires.
Oh my goodness!
I'm either with the first one with the Yolata.
A lot of tunny.
A Lauder
Yeah.
Tunny.
I want to do a lot
Also
of
like the Hartford Yard Goats for no reason whatsoever.
I did too. I like the Hartford Yard Goats,
no
but I don't know if it's gonna come in. I don't know if it's gonna win. We gotta hold that for the Hartford Yard Goats. Let's just say a lot of Tunny. Parentheses McMillionaires.
There you go.
There you go. I like it.
Sure.
Good
Love
job.
it. All right. Who we got next week, Jenners? We got guest?
Sean Merriman.
Oh, I love
Merriman
this little
next week.
dance. He had that little dance, that knockout
Where did he
dance.
go to school?
Oh wow, that's a great
that is a
great
good
thing.
question.
We're gonna look.
I think-
We're gonna
I
look
didn't
this
start
up.
doing show prep on him yet, but let's
Oh,
find
no.
out. Here's
Oh,
Sean
no.
Merriman.
I think I was on the West Coast.
Oh,
For some reason, I see him in a West Coast team.
Went
I mean,
UCLA.
San Diego.
Maryland.
Okay. Not even
Way
close.
off. Swingy, slimy,
Samsonite.
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 I was
well,
gonna
he
say
played in
Michigan,
San
so I was
Diego.
He
a
played
little
for the
closer.
Chargers for 6
Yeah.
years. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I see him out there. But I was like, I probably went out to West Maryland. He was a
No,
terrible.
he went to high school in Maryland and went to Maryland from.
Oh, man. I wonder if he was with the Ralph Friedgen days back then when they were good.
Oh my God, that guy was so big.
Right. He was fat. Morbidly obese.
He was big.
Really?
Huge.
He was like the guy from Kansas.
Yeah.
He had a
You know.
yeah, he had a shirt too. It said "Feed me and call me coach."
Oh, late title for a show entry there for a show title. Feed me and call me coach. I like that a lot.
He was huge.
Oh my God, it was great. I don't know. I think you have to go with the feed me and call me coach.
Feed me and call me coaches. That's pretty damn strong, man.
As
You've
always,
unseated a lot of Tunny.
Sorry, Travis.
sorry, McMillionaires. All right. Go Canes!
Bange.